who has shown no mercy, but mercy triumphs over judgment. Chuck Smith always reminds us of this. Chuck Smith always says, if I'm going to err on judgment, I would rather err on the side of grace, not on the side of judgment. Paul the Apostle says in Romans 14, who are you to judge another servant? To his own master he stands or falls. Indeed, he will be made to stand, for God is able to make him stand. For why do you judge your brother? Or why do you show contempt for your brother? For we shall all stand before the judgment seat of Jesus Christ. Stop judging. Now, doesn't mean that we cannot be observant. We are told in Matthew chapter 7, verse 16, that we ought to watch out for the false shepherds and false teachers. So you're not judging. I mean, if there's a guy who came in here, he's all tweaked out. You know, he's all tweaked out. He's just tweaked out. I said, dude, you're on meth, Holmes? You're judging me, man. You're judging me. No, I'm not judging you, brother. You look like a UPS guy on crack. That's what you look like. You go, well, you're judging me, man. I'm not judging you. It's like if you're wearing that Aeropostale shirt, it's red. This is red. It's red. I'm not judging you. I'm watching what it is. But he's speaking about critical harshness. And so he continues, verse 12. For as many as have sinned without the law will be perished without the law. And as many as have sinned in the law will be judged by the law. For not the hearer of the law are just in the sight of God, but the doers of the law will be justified. Sounds like James chapter 1, verse 22 and verse 25. Don't be a hearer of the word, but be a doer of the word. Now, verse 14 is very explosive. Let me finish with this. Explosive in the sense of this. There are those who will challenge you and they say, what do you mean Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life? You mean Jesus is the only way? And here's where they throw things at you. How can you tell me someone that's never heard of Jesus and dies and goes before God? How is God going to judge him? Or what about if it's in the Amazon, there's an Indian in the Amazon from Brazil, has never heard of Jesus, he dies, and then he goes to the tribunal of God. You've never heard of Jesus. How can you do that? Well, the answer is right here. The answer is right here. Let me give you an illustration. My middle daughter, she was in high school, and she had a little used Jeep. It only holds 4 people. But in her zeal to go to the beach, she asked people to hop on, and there was more than 5 or 6 people in her Jeep. Gets pulled up. She did not get the ticket. She was a driver, she's the owner of the car, but she did not get the ticket. Guess who got the ticket? Nope. Not the passenger. Who? Nope. The oldest got the ticket. And the oldest saying, hey, what's up with that? I'm not driving, that's not my car. And it says, you have greater responsibility. You have greater light. And so it is with us. He who has greater light will be judged on that light. A Down syndrome child dies. You get my point? A Down syndrome child. Down syndrome child, the most happiest children and adults ever. When they go before the tribunal of God, is he going to get a fair treatment? Yes. What about those who have never heard of Jesus? Watch this, verse 14. For when Gentiles, non-Jewish people, who do have the law by what? By nature, do the things in the law. These, although not having the law, are a law to what? Themselves, who show the work of the law written in their hearts. Here we go. Their conscience also bearing what? Witness. And between themselves, their thoughts accusing them, or else what? Excusing them. How much light did you know? And so even though you're not a Christian, you still have enough conscience light to know what's right and wrong. And you're going to be judged based upon the amount of light you have. But if you're here and an invitation was given, which it was at the beginning of the service, and you witnessed people coming up, and you stood there sitting down, And you go, oh, not for me, man. Not for me. Okay. Should you go before the tribunal of God when you die and you're trying to play like you don't know? Like, I don't know nothing. You never heard of me? Jesus? No, never, never. Peter, please. And Peter goes, there you go. And there you're going to see the Ark Montebello. And there you are. And Peter going to say to you, yes, Dufus. You see, we have no excuse. You're also inexcusable, oh men, whoever you are, judging these people, and you do the very same things. And then we finish it. 16. In that day, when God will judge the secrets of men by Jesus Christ,